Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie him to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the 11th Sunday after Pentecost, and we're looking at the Gospel, and it's the Gospel out of Luke, the 12th chapter, and it's a story about the man who builds barns, and he has so much abundance that instead of sharing, he actually tears down the barns, and he builds bigger barns. And it's just not good. It's just the outcome is not a good thing. And that this idea that I'm looking at the idea that out of our abundance we're called to share. That God loves us so that we can love others. And the sense is that all we have this idea of abundance versus scarcity. Sometimes we think if I love everyone, I'll give away all my love and there won't be any left for me, and that's not the case. That we have an abundance of grace, abundance of love, abundance, and we're called to share all of the things that God entrusts and gives to us. And so getting some of that abundance and scarcity, it's not really where we want to go with the children's sermon, words that they just won't get. But sharing is something that they'll get, that when we're given something, and sometimes it's in our nature. There's a great photo it's in a third world country where the photo is a little kid who you can tell is starving, is hungry, has been given 2 lollipops, and the picture has the kids sucking on one lollipop and handing the other lollipop to the photographer, wanting to share it. I mean, talk about moving. The sense that we are called to share, and it really is. Kids get it. So the item I'm using is I've used it in the past because I just like it because it gives us a sense. If you have Jenga, you can use that. If you have building blocks, you can use that. If you've got alphabet blocks, you can use that. I'm using Jenga, and the idea that I'm going to talk about the story, and I'm going to set these up. And this is wrapped, so I'm not going to unwrap this. But not set it up like this. I'm going to actually piece them together to the point where as I'm talking, I'm going to get it high enough that it tumbles. The sense is that as I'm building this up, that when I keep it all to myself, it's going to tumble. But when I share and and the sense that spreading it out this way, it reaches so much more people, and that we're just called to share out of God's love for us and sharing all of that. And there is a key there that I think is really important, that we're called to share with what we've been given, and it's beautiful, and the kids get it, and they get it a lot easier, I think, many times than we do, as we seem to forget that. And so I hope this can be a springboard. I'm still working on exactly all the angles, but that's the direction I'm going, is this building blocks, so I can tell the story. It's almost like I'm thinking about godly play, and that in godly play they have that question, I wonder. And so maybe when we're telling the story, using this as we're building, I wonder what the man was thinking when he had all of these things, and he built the barn, and then he tore it down and he built a bigger barn. I wonder what his neighbors were thinking. And as we do these things to talk about it, and then it falls over. But that question, I wonder, and engaging the kids. So hope it can be a springboard for you, for your own thinking around your children's sermon. And always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed week.